A lot going on the homestead today. I got everything planted in the past couple days and I'm working on getting our fence up. I got half of it up. I need to get the back half here, but before I can do that, I have to process these tops. I'm going to be taking some logs out that I'm going to be using to build our grape arbors and raspberry trellises, things like that. And I'm going to be using the smaller sticks from the tops in our Hugelkultur. I'm making a Hugelkultur in our garden area here. I'm going to put some stakes in the ground, fill it with sticks, put some grass clippings after I mow my orchard, a layer of grass clippings and a layer of leaves, and then more sticks, more grass, more leaves. And then once that's all done, I'm gonna see if my cousin can come over and move this soil that we have in a pile here and put it on top of all this. And on top of all that, our concrete slab for our pole barn is getting poured today. So the first thing I'm gonna be doing is processing these treetops, getting them out of the way so I can run a fence through here. And I'm gonna get them piled up and get all the small stakes lopped off and put into the hugel. Putting a lot of the tops of my trees over here in this area. It's between two other apple trees that we have here. This is gonna be our chicken area. So I'm gonna fence in this whole area and I wanna put tops over there to give them some cover. My brother had chickens up here a few years ago and they love tops of trees. Gives them some cover when they're running around. And he said they were always under them. So I'm gonna throw some of the extra tops we have and give them some place to hang out. All right, got a lot done these past couple days. I got some trees cut up, some more of these trees processed, and got my garden area completely fenced in. I got a hugel done with all the sticks that I piled up. I got more logs and Y branches that I'm gonna be using to build our trellises and arbors coming up here. And I used logs from some trees that we felled for our pole barn to build this bean bed. We put this bed in the back of our fenced area, planted it all with beans, and they're gonna hopefully run up the fence here. And beans are gonna be my introduction to canning. I haven't canned anything in my life, and we have a lot of food coming, and we have a short growing season, so canning is inevitable, and it's something I'm gonna have to learn, and these beans are gonna be my introduction to that. I put some flowers, some sunflowers and some other flowers and some other seeds that we're not gonna use. I put that on top of here to see what happens, but we're not gonna really plant this for a year, maybe 2. We'll see how it goes. We just wanna really let this break down. So this area is all fenced off now, and I went up and got the tarp that was in our orchard area. I drug it down here and I tarped off this grass that I fenced in. And my plan right now is to just start at one side of the garden area and just chip and chip and chip and just keep expanding. And eventually I'll get to this tarped area. I have a pretty big space fenced off and a lot of raised beds, and I have this tarped area and room for more raised beds. But I appreciate you watching until the end. If you're new here, my name's Evan. I moved onto our family land here this year. It's been in our family for over a century, and it was homesteaded by my ancestors in the early 20th century. And nobody's lived here for a few decades. I'm moving back out here to revive our family homestead legacy. I have a garden, an orchard, a blueberry patch, and I hunt all my own meat right off our land here. But if that's something that's interesting to you, follow along.